Welcome into the Week 12 final points here with John Hansen, Graham Barfield, and myself, Tom Brolley. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday. We're locked back in here for Sunday. How are you guys doing? How'd your holiday go, John?
Oh, going well. I'm in a little bit of a routine now. Never did this before. For a decade, I was traveling on Saturdays. Now I just sit on my ass and watch college football for 12 straight hours and work on my NFL stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure like the holidays around Thanksgiving used to be pretty hectic for you on Sunday, with doing the holiday and then having to travel out to Los Angeles. So I'm sure this Thanksgiving was a little easier for you.
Yeah. Well, I could tell for people who read the column, like, I don't know if people notice, but it is significantly better this year, obviously, with all the data and the time that I'm putting into it. So, man, I got to tell you, man, the data tools that we have, the brand new stuff is unbelievable. I mean, Graham, your nugget on Waddle was just incredible. You know what I mean? This is what we're talking about, baby.
Yeah, this is exactly, John, for like 7 years. We've been talking about this, having a tool like this. I mean, I just got to say, it's cut my research time down in half this year. So I've just been able to write way more and analyze way more. It's been awesome. So yeah, excited to chop it up. And this is a fun slate. This is a really fun slate. And I think if you're playing DFS, this is a really, really interesting slate. So yeah, excited to talk some start sit, talk some ball.
Yeah, throw your questions into the chat if you want to give a little bit more detail. We already have had 4 games played, so if you need a little bit more upside, if you need a little bit safer play, feel free to throw that into your comment, your question, and we'll also have the super chat again. If you want to throw $10 and do the super chat, you get your question, jumped up to the top of the list. So feel free to do that feature as well. And if you don't, we'll get to your question when we can.
Oh, whoa! We got a big time spender already popping up here.
Yes, OG Bobby is good morning. I need to hit on some guys here. I need a running back and a flex in a PPR. Javonte Williams, Chris Godwin, Devin Singletary, Jordan Addison, Damian Pierce, Keaton Mitchell, Alexander Madison, Josh Downs, and Khalil Herbert. He owns half the league there.
Yeah. He owns half the solid flex plays this week too.
I do like Godwin this week. Okay. I mean, you look at our matchup data, the kid who's playing outside corner there has been good, and then the other kid is out for the Bucks. Not for the Bucks. The corner that Godwin would be facing. I don't know if you guys have looked into that, but I kind of like Godwin here against these Colts here. Juju Brents is out. So I kind of like Godwin.
It's an interesting spot. Colts play a high rate of cover 3, like the second highest rate of cover 3. In terms of first reads, targets, all of it, Evans and Godwin are so close, but Evans just gets all the downfield stuff. Godwin's role has just sucked this year.
I'm talking like a 6-catch game.
Yeah, but I do I was just about to say, I do like him in this spot. I think Bucks are gonna have to throw. I think he's the receiver play, and then at running back, I really like Javonte Williams today. I think Brown's run defense, outside of the game against the Cardinals recently, where the Cardinals didn't basically field an NFL running game, Brown's run defense hasn't been as good. I think Javonte has a decent touchdown chance today. He still hasn't scored this season, but he's getting all the red zone stuff since he came back. So I like Javonte.
Yeah, they're gonna have. This should be a tight game throughout too. They should be able to. We've seen what the Denver's offense has become. It's don't turn the ball over, Russ. Let's play it tight. Let's lean on the defense a little bit. So don't see the Browns jumping out to a 2-score lead at any point in this game. So they should be able to stick with the run
in that game. Just so people know who are watching, I'm telling you right now, Jerome Ford is getting it done.
I have his prop. I think it was
I love the prop
rushing yards. So
the Bronco run D, I could not believe how bad they were last. I
thought it was turning a corner there, and then when Alexander Madison runs all over you, you still have some
that was brutal.
All right, let's get to some other questions here. RW Signs, top of the morning to you, gents. I'm heading to the messenger and getting in early. Thanks in advance. Full PPR. 2 of these, a wide receiver and a flex. Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Javonte Williams, and Jaylen Warren.
I figured this would be the when I was thinking about the show before coming on, I was like, man, we're gonna have a lot of Jaylen Warren questions, and I just saw Ian Rappaport was saying that the Steelers, after firing Canada, they're going to give more carries to Jaylen Warren. And that was kind of like what all of us were kind of thinking. So if that's the case, I mean, Warren was already a better play than Najee all year. I think he's a really strong play. Bengals run defense has not been good all year.
And I'm playing Zay Flowers in this other spot. I mean,
I like Zay.
Chargers. I mean, he was a little banged up, but it seems like it was more of a precaution than anything. So hopefully he's all right. No Mark Andrews anymore. Going against that Chargers, just fire up all your receivers against that defense. So
only problem I have with Warren is like if they're leading.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are they going to feed him the ball? Is he going to get to catch it? It's tough. But he does look tremendous.
Yeah.
I do think Najee will probably get 15 carries. I will say.
No, I still think it's going to be a pretty even split, but I do see Warren being more involved early.
Oh yeah, I don't think Najee's going to get benched.
Yeah.
But Warren is just so much better.
But there will be games, I think, now with this coordinator change where Najee is screwed. This probably isn't one of them though.
No, this is a game where they should both be able to get a lot of carries in this one. This is another game where nobody's running out and hiding from the other team. Steve Lindor, morning guys. PPR flex spot, need one. Cortland Sutton versus Cleveland, Rashid Shaheed versus Atlanta, and Demario Douglas versus the Giants. Thanks.
Well,
we riding the Sutton hot TD streak here, or has that come to an end against the Browns? I mean, some of these touchdowns he's scored in the last couple of weeks.
I would say like Demario Douglas is your locked in, give me 10 points and let me get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Sutton's got probably a little more downside, but a little bit more upside. And then Shaheed would be your slam dunk. I'm going to swing for the fences kind of an upside pick.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah. I kind of lean. I think Douglas is probably who I would play out of this group, but this is if you're 4 games in and you're trailing and you're, the projected points for you're way behind. Maybe you swing for the fences with Shaheed or Sutton.
Yeah.
In terms of like median projection, I think Douglas is the safest play for sure.
100%. I mean, because like, I don't know about Devontae Parker, but I just looked at their receiving. It's sad. I mean, it is pathetic.
It really is sad. It's bad, man.
Yeah, I was looking. I might be adding a Juju Smith-Schuster under. If
I looked at that too.
If we get official word that Parker's in the lineup here today, I think there's a 24.5 out there. So that's how sad the Patriots wide receiver core is.
I can't do an under like that. My luck, he freaking breaks a tackle.
Oh well, yeah, that's. I mean, it would have to be luck for him to get it over 24.5 receiving yards, which is possible. He had like 51 a couple weeks ago, but.
I've taken one under all year out of like 200.
You're the over guy.
I can't do it. I literally cannot do it.
John Hansen, Mr. Positivity.
That's right. That's what I'm known for.
Yes. Swap Squad says, morning guys, QB2, Jake Browning or Will Levis. Other league is QB1 is Fields versus Herbert. Thanks and hope everyone has a terrific day.
Yeah, I think we go Levis, right?
Yeah.
With that matchup.
Yeah, listen, Jake Browning hasn't made a start since 2019 in the Rose Bowl.
He ran a little bit last. That was the one silver lining.
Yeah, he did look okay in the pocket too. I'm playing Levis though, and then his other league is Fields versus Herbert. I think it's close enough. The Ravens have been so good. I'm playing Fields here. Fields is like, I think in terms of his rushing, his projection is really close versus Herbert, and then you mix in the matchup.
That was the thing coming out of the little mini injury, the pause there for him. They were running him like they were running him at the end of last year. A lot more design runs. So I'm with you there. I'd probably go Fields on that one.
I remember I liked him last week, and I thought he was sharp.
They should have let him throw. I mean, I don't know why they didn't let him throw in that third quarter. I mean, it was, he played really well. I think he looked pretty much just like how he did against Commanders and Broncos this 2 previous starts before he got hurt, and then they were
kind of hiding him a little bit in that second half. They really turtled up there.
Yeah, I will say about Herbert, if Marlon Humphrey plays, like he might contain Keenan Allen, so where Keenan Allen only gets like 6 grabs. Who the hell else is doing it in the passing game for Herbert?
Oh my! Quentin Johnson's prop, John, is like 24.5. It is
that.
You want to talk sad? That's sad.
Donald Parham is like their second best player.
And now he's going to be. It sounds like Everett's going to play tonight. So it's
Everett will be back.
Yep. Alan says, "Good morning. Full point PPR. Jerome Ford or Ramondre?"
Oh,
I know you were saying you like Ford. Do you like him more than Ramondre this week, though? Ramondre, I kind of like it. This is one of those weeks where I actually feel decent about.
No
Ramondre.
Dexter Lawrence. I think it's Ramondre here. Well, I do like Ford though.
I think Ramondre's safer. Obviously, even though they're both actually they're in similar situations. Like
exactly, yeah, they both could get cucked from touchdowns.
Yes, yep. Zeke and Kareem Hunt. That's all they do anymore is score at the goal line. Although Jerome Ford, for some reason, got the goal line work last week. That was a pleasant surprise. So I
think we can count on Ramondre for the catches a little bit more. A little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's the tiebreaker. But he could have an extra catch or two in the.
But Jerome Ford is hitting his rushing prop. I mean that is 100% happening today.
Bill says, critical question here, guys: leftover turkey or stuffing? PPR.
I'm a stuffing guy.
I love stuffing. I'm a stuffing guy, so I'm going stuffing as well.
Nah, I'm a turkey guy. I've been making turkey sandwiches, so I'll say turkey. I don't know though. In a standard league, I might lean stuffing. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
What about the next meal? The next big meal you eat after Thanksgiving? It's got to be pizza. I think.
I had it.
I'm like I've had turkey and stuffing for like 2 straight days here after Thanksgiving. I might switch it up and put a pizza in the oven for watching the games today. So I need a little change up here. Adam says, good morning, Guru. Started a lot of players that came up small Thursday. Need to start only one of these in a half PPR for highest upside. Chris Olave, Bijan, Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice, and Khalil Shakir.
Well, we like Rice and Shakir, but those guys that's not the highest upside.
Yeah,
no, they're not in the same ballpark as these other guys.
I mean, it's got to be Bijan, I think.
That's you can't trust Arthur Smith, but the usage was promising the last game out. Maybe he's the light is finally flicked on for Arthur Smith. We're gonna feed our best guy the ball, so I got to go Bijan there.
Yeah, he also seems to be locked in now to Ritter, so maybe he's just like, you know what, I'm going Ritter. I'm going to give the ball up. You know what I mean? Maybe
just ride my best guy. We'll see.
Can we get Bijan some targets? I mean, his last 3 games. The passing role has just been gone.
It was so good in the first month or 2 of the season, and now it's just kind of completely disappeared. Maybe that's one of those bye week things that they'll address here as well. Yeah. We'll see. Steve says PPR need a tight end. Cade Otton versus Indianapolis or Taysom Hill versus Atlanta.
With Juwan Johnson back, you're chasing a touchdown with Taysom, but man, it's a good time to chase Taysom touchdowns. Falcons haven't given up a rushing touchdown to a running back this year, but they've given up 4 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks, and that's Taysom's game. So Otton's just 3 catches for 30 yards. I mean,
this is what I'm going for the upside with Taysom. And the last game kind of got out of hand for them. They were down by multiple scores, so his role just completely disappeared. I think this game should be closer and tighter, so I think he should get his carries in this game and line work. So I'm with Taysom.
I retired from analyzing Taysom Hill.
No, it's a complete crapshoot.
I've also retired from Darnell Mooney. I'm out. I'm done. I don't even write him up anymore for the I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Taysom was like my most drafted or second most drafted behind Trey McBride. Tight end over on Underdog, and I was just like, he's gonna score touchdowns at some point, and I know I will never want to play him in a start sit.
No,
so I'll get my Taysom equity here.
He's the perfect guy to have in best ball, and just totally forget about him. And whenever he blows up for his like 3 big games a year, you got him, and you didn't have to set a lineup with him in it.
I do think Cade Otton will catch 4 balls, but probably for 29, and if he doesn't score, it's
let's go Taysom there. Shoot for the upside there. Cardinal 1B says, good morning, Stafford or Ritter?
Ritter.
This is why I hate fantasy football, because Matthew Stafford is one of the best, most underrated quarterbacks of all time. And then you get this question.
Desmond Ritter.
Bro, I think it's Ritter. I think it's Ritter.
Yeah, we're going
Ritter.
Yeah. Ritter's going to run. I have a Ritter prop over his rushing. It's like 12.
Yeah, it's always kind of that low.
Yeah,
10, double digits there.
That game is one of few today that has a chance to kind of be a little bit of a shootout. So,
all right, let's see here. I lost my spot. Ronald Grump says, good morning. PPR, please pick one. Christian Kirk, Odell, or Demario Douglas?
Not Odell.
On this one. Yeah,
Not
Odell's
Yeah,
too thin.
I'm
there
going
still.
Kirk here. It's a good spot
Christian
for Kirk.
Yeah.
By the way, in chat, Tom Tipple notes that the Desmond Ridder is a multiple time million maker winning quarterback. He's been the quarterback on multiple millionaire makers on DraftKings this year. Crazy.
I mean, he's Mr. Volatile.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's cheap.
No,
so
wild.
yeah.
He's probably had 3 games with over 20 points.
He has.
Steve says PPR need 2 of these running backs: Singletary versus the Jags, Connor versus the Rams, and Rachaad White versus Indianapolis. Thanks again. It sounds like the Rachaad White stuff I wouldn't be too concerned about. I know a lot of people were panicking yesterday.
But
Schefter kind of, it sounded like he locked it up in practice, and it was a precautionary thing. Nothing
structural damage.
Yeah, so I'm playing White in the one spot. What are we doing? Singletary versus Connor. We got Dameon Pierce back for Houston. Connor doesn't participate in passing anymore. He doesn't get any targets anymore. Who are we going for the other spot?
I'm going Connor.
Yeah.
Slowick did indicate, the OC, that Pierce is not going to be irrelevant. Basically, like it could be a little bit of a timeshare.
I have this call in a league, and I'm going Connor too. It doesn't feel great, I'll admit, but the touchdown upside with Connors is still there. And then Rachaad, I think I'm just treating him like normal.
One thing I wrote,
Schefter basically said he's fine this morning.
Yeah. One thing I wrote is, just a little bit of speculation, but everyone's ragging on him for not really being that quick twitchy or whatever, but he did bulk the hell up this year, as he discussed with me. And he did claim that he didn't lose much juice, which I don't think he lost much, but there might be a correlation there. Yeah, he's a little more sluggish, but he's also available as hell. I mean, he's taken a pounding this year and he keeps coming back. So I think that's a function and a product of that bulking up a little bit.
He has some make you miss ability. He tore a guy's ACL last week. So
in the open field. No, I mean, that's why
he tore Ufunga's ACL. So
he did that at the Senior Bowl, a run right up the middle where he made an unblocked defender miss in the open field. I'm like, because I saw him as a big guy with good hands, and then I saw him do that. I was like, damn, that was like the thing that really got me on him, like big time, honestly.
All right, so we're playing Rachaad White here. That's don't worry about his little knee here. Hopefully it's nothing here. So Jake says need 1 PPR: Calvin Ridley, Chris Olave, or Mike Evans.
Ooh,
wow. Baby.
Well, I'm going with one of the first 2.
Yeah, man, this is as tight as I think I gotta go Ridley. I gotta go Ridley. That the Olave matchup's a little tougher. I'm sure they might move him into the slot a little bit to get him.
Could be a Shaheed day.
Yeah. I'm going to go Ridley.
I'm leaning Evans. I think Evans has been must start. Evans has been must start every single week. He catches another great matchup.
We do have Evans higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
I personally don't love that, but I mean, Evans is hard. I mean, look, the guy has been money more often than not. So I'm
all
okay
3
with
of these
it.
games have the potential to shoot out a little bit too, so we can't even use that as a
let's say it this way. Because I do think your expectations come into play here. Evans, safe bet. If you want upside, I'd say Olave is a more stable upside pick, and Ridley is I'm going for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who has the best chance to have a huge day? I'd say Ridley.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown that a couple times this year. I mean, Evans has too, I guess.
Although
Evans
could
games
too.
too.
Yeah.
Olave has actually been kind of the guy that hasn't, and that was kind of his MO last year, was the big blow up games, and with Derek Carr at quarterback, it just hasn't happened as much this year. Steve says, "Good morning, guys. Happy Thanksgiving weekend." He's in a survivor poll. We'll do a survivor question here. Need to pick 2. Who do you like? Titans, Chiefs, or Patriots? I'm going Chiefs for one of those.
Chiefs
if you want to burn it.
Well, Patriots. Here's my thing. It's Patriots in New York to play the Giants, New Jersey. I don't think Bill Belichick is going to lose to Tommy DeVito.
Well, we've said that a lot this year. Bill Belichick has found ways to do it.
But it's the Giants. It's the Giants.
It's Mac Jones. I think that's the bigger concern.
DeVito.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I will say the Patriots line, that one has moved more towards
has.
the Patriots today. 4.5 is the spread. That was kind of 3.5 all week. Titans has stayed at 3.5 all damn week. So We'll go with John. We'll go with Patriots is the slightly safer play, if you can call it that, over the Titans.
I don't know if I could back Titans, but man.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing about the Titans is I do really think Derrick Henry is going to do well today. So, I mean, maybe it is the Titans.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I do think the Patriots are going to win very confidently, but I think it's kind of dumb to go with them. Honestly, let's go. It's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right. Derrick Henry's averaging 100 yards rushing game at home.
This is one the game script should work in his favor a little bit. Hopefully, I gave out a Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, so that was plus money. So we'll see how that works.
I have his over carry prop as I think my number one.
I was looking hard at that one. It was like 15.5. I think we have him projected for 18 or 19.
I went with it. Even though it wasn't a huge difference, I went with it. All
right, we got another super chat question. Remember to throw those super chat questions in there if you want your question answered immediately. Jim Brizzle for $5 says half point PPR needs one Devin Singletary, Khalil Herbert, or Hollywood Brown.
You can't consider Hollywood with the injury and how bad he's been and that matchup
off of injuries.
Yeah, let's go
Singletary.
Yeah, we gotta go Singletary. I do kind of like Herbert a little bit this week. It looks like it's just going to be a two-man backfield, but you can't.
It's just such a leap of faith. They have not been consistent with their usage.
No,
like they're pulling stuff out of a hat every week. Oh, it's Foreman this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It should be a little bit better this week just because there's two guys, but it's Singletary here. He's been hot anyway. Maybe he does continue to dominate that back. I mean, they can say something in the press and then they come out and keep Singletary very involved. So let's ride the hot hand with Singletary.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't keep riding Singletary, but Pierce is going to play today for sure.
Yeah. I think his prop was around 27.5, 28.5 rushing yards. So
he's going to mix in.
Yeah. Bianca says full point PPR needs two. Amari Cooper, Javonte Williams, Devin Singletary, Gabe Davis, Khalil Herbert. Oh, no, this is a separate question. She has a Herbert versus Fields question as well. I think we already answered that one with Fields.
Yeah, Fields Fields over Herbert. And
what are we thinking for this running back question? I'm thinking the two backs, Javonte and Singletary.
Yeah, I can't put Cooper in a lineup with DTR right now, and then Gabe is just full fade.
Yeah, I had something in the Gabe hub. He cannot complete anything. He's not even attempting downfield, and he can't complete downfield. So it's all David Njoku and Elijah Moore near the line of scrimmage right now. So
Gabe will probably score today though. But I hear you.
he's going to show his head here. He's going to peek out. And
the Eagles have given up 14 touchdowns to outside receivers.
Yep, Gabe's going to make an appearance today.
Stephon Diggs will get two of them.
Yeah, I saw his prop. He's like plus 140 or something.
By the way,
anytime touchdown. I saw that yesterday. I almost gave that out.
In DFS today, Diggs is not going to be popular.
Really?
I'm not. I don't think he's going to be that popular.
Well, I'm with you, Graham, because I think he'll see a lot of Bradbury. I mean, this could be a Diggs go off day for sure.
Absolutely.
I actually think the Bills may kick their ass a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I have the Bills plus 3.5. I'm kind of liking them there.
I just don't know if the Eagles have the firepower. If the Buffalo Bills have a good day, can Hurts and them keep up with it?
Yeah, Eagles, their Bills defense is just so.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned. The Bills secondary, they have a couple guys that are already banged up, and they already have some issues there. So
I mean, I certainly, but again, no Goddard, and they just don't get anything from anyone other than Brown, Smith, and Swift,
which we love for fantasy.
Yeah,
we do love that too much.
But
we take Goddard out, and still just Swift, Brown, and the skinny Batman. So
it's great for us.
Let's read Magic Mark's question. Our longtime buddy here, Guru, standard scoring with bonus flex here. Gus Bus, Air Jerome Ford, and Gabe Davis. I mean,
no, it's Ford and it's Gus.
Yeah, that's I guess it's just one though.
One. Yeah.
I can't sit Gus Bus right now.
I can't either, especially in that spot. Chargers defense is trash. Ravens might absolutely demolish the Chargers tonight. That's my lean.
I think
I would go Gus. I would go Ford just because I think Gus is a TD luck. He's due. So maybe Lamar gets one. I don't know. You know what? I kind of feel like it could be a Mitchell game. I just have this gut feeling that Gus is gonna, underwhelm.
Well, he's gonna at some point. I mean, it's not like it's been great otherwise. It's no receiving work. He's always like 40 to 60 yards.
I'm just at the point this week with the Ravens. Like, if I have one of these dudes, if I got Lamar, Flowers, or Gus, I'm playing them. Like,
I'm just
I hear you.
Chargers are frauds.
They're scoring 30 plus points in this game. I think the Ravens have gone over their team total in 5 or 6 straight games. So you just continue to play your Ravens, and that includes.
I'm going to say bold prediction though. Jerome Ford will have 30 yards rushing by 1:20 Eastern.
I hope so. I would love it. Are they playing the 1 o'clock? Are they in the 1 o'clock window?
Nah,
you know what? Actually,
okay. So we'll revise that. Like 4:30.
4:40 Eastern. My bad.
Jim Brizzle, we got a super chat question here. Better options on this one. Half point PPR, need to bench one. Okay, we're benching here. Tank Dell, Ramondre, or Devontae. Devontae Smith, Ramondre Stevenson. Agree to think Eagles get smashed today. He's with you. He thinks the Bills are going to pull an upset here. All right, so who are we benching? I'm not benching Tank. That's for damn sure. I'm playing him every week.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking
Ramondre.
I love Devonta Smith today.
I do too. I was looking at his prop again. We hit that last week.
Yeah.
He's right in that 57.5 neighborhood again.
He is. I don't know if you guys have heard him talk recently. Like, I mean, I know he had a kid and all. Like, he is a grown ass man now. When he first came in the league, I'm like, this kid's like a child, but he is really matured. Like, he is. I said it. I've thrown this out there early in careers, and I don't know. I just like to do it. I'm thinking this guy's a Hall of Famer. Like that's how good he is. Like, if he plays 7 more years like this, he's in the Hall. Like, I mean, he's incredible.
They've got 2 great ones. Absolutely. Real quick, some quick inactive news. Rashad White, no surprise, is in. Dame Pierce is in. Kind of surprising. Darius Slayton's playing. I thought he was going to miss this game.
That's that could be 2 guys doubtful who play.
Yeah, let me double check that one. Devontae Parker is in. We were talking about that one.
All right. Maybe we'll hit that Juju under.
Let me go give him a catch.
Yeah, let me double check.
Give Devontae a catch.
He will be active.
There
you go.
You know how speaking of Devontae Parker, how I annoy people sometimes with all my combine interaction stories and all that. Most people understand that it's actually useful. Well, the first one was still the worst one. One of the first.
I remember this.
Devontae Parker. I said afterward, I'm like, I know he's very talented, but this guy's going to be a train wreck. And he's going to drive us nuts for about 7 years, which
that's been the case.
He's
anti-Gurite, isn't he, John?
Yeah, he is an anti-Gurite.
Clark says, good morning, guys. Happy Sunday fun day. 32-teamer, 2-point PPR, 2.5-point PPR tight ends.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus.
Quarter point rush, quarter point first downs. All right. We got had to take a half an hour there just to go through the rules here. Start
spreadsheet to answer.
Yes.
Come on, Clark, man.
We're going to start OBJ versus the Chargers, Elijah Moore versus Denver, or Spears versus Carolina. Now, this is what I'd go with.
OBJ. I'm going OBJ here.
Well, he's got that shoulder, though.
I think he'll be fine.
I mean,
he's been out targeting Zay like by XFP, by targets barely, by first read target share barely. He's out targeting Zay Flowers.
Oh, well, I mean, he's their shot play guy. I mean, for sure.
The only thing is, like, they don't play him. Get him on the damn field. He's actually playing well right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So yeah, I'm going Odell there.
Clark, I would go Elijah Moore if you're happy with like 7 or 8 points. I mean, if you want more than that, then Elijah Moore, you're not getting it for you. How's that? Is that fair?
I'm going for the upside with Odell there.
Yeah.
Bianca says, need one. James Cook, Javonte, or Pacheco. And this is a full point PPR.
I'm going Pacheco.
Yeah, Pacheco's the nuts today. Basically, there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
running backs
McKinnon's out here too.
McKinnon's
as well,
out.
So
yeah,
maybe we get some passing game work.
McKinnon being out is huge, especially for red zone stuff too. You know, they still get him some red zone snaps. So
okay, and Steelers D versus Chiefs D.
Chiefs.
Okay, we're going
Chiefs. Yeah.
OG Bobby says, "Good morning. I need a running back and a flex in PPR." I think we
answered this question here.
Kevin says, "Good morning. Need a quarterback and a flex. 1 point PPR. Herbert, Murray, and Pacheco, Kyren Williams, or McBride." So Herbert versus Kyler Murray. This is when I go Justin Herbert.
I'm going Kyler. I love the spot for him. Rams have given up a ton of rushing production this year. I wanted to take some Kyler over rushing, but books have put it at like 38.5 sharp number. Yeah. But I'm going Kyler here. I think he's like borderline must start.
I would go Kyler too, believe it or not. I just have a bad feeling about Herbert this week. Like it could be like a 14-point game or something. Like not good.
Yeah, that's the line that's been moving towards the Chargers here this week.
I'm surprised. Tom, what's your opinion on that?
I think it's an all or nothing. You know, they're on life support right now, so they have to win this or they're kind of out of the picture.
Stink.
They play everybody tight though. I think the Chargers is the side too. I do, but we got another super chat question here from Zach. Need a tight end and a flex. Kincaid versus McBride. Whew.
Well,
McBride's the better play.
I have this call in a few leagues, and I'm playing McBride, and I know Kincaid's going to go off.
Yeah, Kincaid's just block up 5 for 50 for Kincaid for sure.
Yeah.
I think McBride has more upside though. So
I think so too. McBride. And then their other question is McBride versus Addison. It's real. Honestly, it's really close between going 12 personnel. I think I'd lean Ford though. That spot is just too good.
Yeah,
it is tight.
I'm going with Jerome Ford in the flex.
I love Ford.
Yeah. Okay, we're let's see. I got to get my spot again. Indira says Stroud, Fields, or Kyler in a PPR. I don't know if that matters, but I can't sit Stroud. I'm playing Stroud.
Stroud maybe.
Indira says again, Connor versus Kyren, Bijan, PPR. Who sits?
Who's
Connor? Connor. Yeah, Connor's the. I think we're expecting a pretty full role for Williams in this. Maybe a little bit lost to Royce, but I still see him getting 75% of the work there.
Thank you, Clark. Appreciate you, dude.
We got another,
just for reading the scoring settings. Yeah,
thank you, gents. Okay, super chat just for reading your scoring settings.
There you go.
He donated $5 there, so thanks, Clark.
Definitely get an A for creativity in that league.
Think of all the money you're saving, Clark, for not buying the Sunday ticket to watch the Fantasy Zone show like you did for a decade.
We got an A Baker here, PPR. Jaylen Warren versus Javonte. I think we're going Javonte on this one. Or we have any? Just the role's a little bit better there for Javonte.
Yeah.
It is tight, man. I love Jaylen Warren today too. We got another super chat here.
Oh, we do. We got another one. Kevin says Pacheco or Kyren in 1 point PPR.
I prefer Pacheco, but
what's that? What'd you say, John?
I prefer Pacheco to Kyren.
Yeah, I think I'm there too.
It's really close. We have one more super chat from Justin.
Okay. Need one running back and one flex. Jaylen Warren, Josh Downs, James Conner, or Odell. Jaylen?
I'd go.
Or no, Connor. We gotta go Connor.
You play Connor and Warren. Play Connor and Warren.
Yeah.
I do love
Warren.
Downs today, though, man.
I do too. I have over his receptions at plus money. Kind of like that a lot. All right, let's jump back up. I think we got the where are we at? This is the super chat just jumping me around here. I lost my spot on the other questions. Okay, A Baker, ugly 2 quarterback league decision. Aiden O'Connell versus Jake Browning.
O'Connell's been pretty decent. All things considered, I was like kind of laughing, but I mean, comparing him to some of these other low end quarterbacks this year, he's actually pretty good.
Nah, you're right. I can't put Browning in a lineup. I have to in one super flex league I'm in. I got Josh Allen in the other spot, but yeah, you can't really play Brown.
Yeah, I've lost 2 QB league. I had Kirky and Joe Burrow, so I'm down to Jake Browning at quarterback, and it's needless to say, RIP that league. That one's done. Indira says Hollywood, Deontay, Shakir, Odell, Shaheed. Pete needs 2. Oh boy, this is a messy one here. This is one I might go Hollywood, even though he tends to play poorly, playing through an injury. What are we doing for this other spot, though? Do we play Deontay or go for like Shaheed with some upside?
I think you have to.
I'm going Shakir, right? It's Shakir.
Yeah, Shakir.
No. And Shaheed. Damn.
Yeah. I'd lean Deontay. But
how ballsy would it be to go Shakir and Shaheed? Because those 2 dudes could absolutely pop.
I have a Shakira over prop. I wouldn't mind that at all.
How about
I still think.
How about we go Deontay for the safe, steady 10 points, and then get Shaheed in there?
I'm fine with it. Let's go. Indira says Barkley, Bijan, or Kyron in a PPR.
Who sits?
Yeah, who sits?
Kyron. I'm still sitting Kyron there.
I lean Bijan.
That's unbelievable.
See, I was leaning Saquon.
Yeah. Oh my God, that we're actually. Can you imagine that? Wow.
Yeah,
we're all really close.
And 2023 in that Superflex dynasty, I had the #1 pick, even though I was not the worst team in the league last year. I was one of them, and I traded the rights to Bijan for CD Lamb.
Worked out.
There you go.
Hell of a deal.
Zach, we got another super chat question. Thanks, Zach. Hey. PPR flex, skinny Batman, Cooper Kupp, or Josh Jacobs?
Whew. I know I like Devonta Smith, but I don't know if I can take him out of a lineup for Kupp today. Full practice on Friday. Cardinals are so bad, and he just absolutely lit him up 3-4 games ago.
His prop is a little higher than I thought.
I thought so too. Yeah, 69.5. It's juiced a little to the under.
The market's like Kupp.
Yeah. I'm on
like
Kupp
Puka.
All right. Let's go.
Do we like Puka over Kupp? I mean, I would go skinny Batman on that one, but
yeah,
that's me.
Mark says $10 donation from Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Whoa.
McBride versus Njoku. I'm playing McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Njoku. Good matchup and everything, but there's not a lot of ceiling potential for Njoku in that.
It's a great spot, but I can't take McBride out of a lineup here.
Thanks,
he's been
Mark.
following
Appreciate
Guru for 20 years, watches the shows with Anita Marks off Dish in Cali. So thank you, Mark.
Anita is still doing her thing on ESPN.
Yeah, she's on one of their ESPN Bet show.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. All right, let's jump back up to the
Anita. I'll tell you one thing about Anita. She was cool. She's one of these females that you kind of say anything around her. You know what I mean? You like that. You're never worried about anything. She was cool.
Mm-hmm. Justin says PPR need 2: Jaylen Warren, Josh Downs, James Conner, and Odell.
Warren.
I think we just got this question. We went Jaylen and Conner.
Yep.
Let's see. Bianca.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like Downs, by the way? I don't know about Downs this week.
Yeah, I'm in on Downs.
I love Downs this week. They give up they give up production all over the field.
Yeah, he is.
They have 2 guys that catch passes. That's it. Yeah,
exactly. That's the best thing at all. I mean, I love Downs too.
He literally has a miniature Eagles that he's doing there.
Yeah,
it's 3 guys get the ball, and we love him for it.
Awesome guys, man. Unbelievable guy. So great.
Okay, we got another super chat question. Oh, from Nicola. He just gave a $5 donation here. Who needs Christmas music while hanging Christmas lights when you guys are live? Good morning. 2-part question. 1, Trevor Lawrence versus CJ Stroud. I listened to Mr. Hansen last week, he says, so I guess that was a Trevor Lawrence call, but are we feeling Lawrence over Stroud this week? I personally have to play Stroud.
Yeah, I got to play Stroud too. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's just something about, I know it's a different scheme, but it's a similar one, right? I mean, there's something about that cover 2 or whatever zone they run. Like Lawrence is not great against Houston against Houston.
Yeah, he struggled against them. Let's see here. Half PPR Dortch versus Batman versus Elijah Moore. Am I missing something here? We're going Devonta Smith.
Yep.
That's a slam dunk. That's like an alley oop to us. I'm like,
I mean,
am I missing something on this one?
Dorch.
Dorch.
We also like saying Skinny B.
Skinny B.
It's
We're
true.
going with the Skinny B. All right, now we got to jump back up here.
I saw another good Homer Simpson name come down the line. It escapes me now, but it was just slightly behind Dorch. I'll figure it out by the end of the thing here.
Dorch. Need one. Full point PPR. Cook versus Javonte versus Pacheco. I think we had this one already. I think we went Pacheco.
Yep.
Let's see.
I don't think the Eagle run D is nearly as good as the numbers show, by the way. Like, they're just
they've had one game where they really like gave it up.
Yeah.
They don't seem
about as good as it gets.
They don't seem as dominant to me as they were last year. I'll say, for what it's worth.
I'll disagree a little bit. I think that I don't want to play anybody against them. Morning, guys. Ben says need a flex and a tight end, a half PPR. Jerome Ford, James Cook, Dalton Schultz, Trey McBride, and David Njoku. Some great options here.
Flex on the tight end.
McBride and Ford to me.
Yeah. That's a shame. You're like wasting the Njoku, who I actually kind of like Njoku.
Schultz, who's been pretty good recently.
I don't like Schultz though. It's not the best matchup, but Njoku should do well again. But then again, who the hell knows? You know, when in doubt, go with the quarterback. You're talking Kyler Murray versus DTR.
Yes, exactly. That's a pretty good tiebreaker right there. Anil says needs 4 out of these. I can't. That doesn't make sense. Tank Dell, Javonte Williams, James Conner, Calvin Ridley, and Cooper Kupp. So we need, who are we benching out of that group?
Oof. Javonte, I think.
Yeah.
Or Connor. I mean, it's so you're playing. They're basically the same play, Javonte and Connor today. You're playing for a touchdown, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there's going to be a little more scoring in that Arizona game. So
do we put any thought into Kupp having downside here? Like, I know it's a good matchup, but he hasn't done much.
That matchup against Arizona.
Yeah, and I got to play him over James Conner and Javonte Williams.
Yeah. I would probably sit Javonte in that one.
Yeah.
Anil's another one needs 2: Ingram, McBride, or Jalen Warren. I'm going McBride and Jalen Warren.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. Ingram will probably catch 5 balls for 29.
I was thinking about doing his prop. It's like minus 125 over 4.5 catches. I might still add that. It's fed up at other places.
That's a lot, though. That's kind of a big day for a tight end.
Yeah, but they give it up to tight ends. I
refuse to back Evan Ingram just in general.
That works out pretty well here. He's like, I put it in the game hub. He, lapping the rest of the league without a touchdown here in terms of targets.
He has 1 end zone target or 0 end zone targets all year, 1 red zone target. I mean, they just don't throw it.
Captain check down.
Yeah.
Chicago D, Cook, Keaton Mitchell, or Josh Downs at Fleet Standard. I'm going to guess he's meant flex there. So we playing James Cook, Keaton Mitchell, or Josh Downs. This is James Cook, even in that tougher matchup against the Eagles.
Yeah. They signed Lenny, and I think he's just there for like morale. I'm not really sure.
He seems like playing. Mr. Positivity too.
He exudes it. Yes. I'm playing Cook here, and then they have another question: Rashad White versus James Cook. We're playing Rashad White.
Yeah, we're sticking with Rashad White. I mean,
by the way,
slightest downgrade for Rashad White.
For James Cook, real quick to back up per fantasy points data. To my point, the Eagles 2.11 yards before contact allowed the last 5 weeks is the second worst in the league.
I'd be interested to know how much came in that Chiefs game though, because I mean that was like the one game they've given it up really.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't think James Cook is like screwed, but then again, maybe Ty Johnson plays.
Yeah, that was that kind of came out of nowhere last week. Richie and Laura DeLuca, good morning. We got Addison versus Njoku. Addison for me.
It's a little tighter. I mean, by the way, like, has anything been announced on Jefferson? I mean, I don't think he's playing.
No, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's. I get the feeling that he does not want to risk his new contract. So
why would he?
He's waiting until he's like completely 100%. So they also have a bye next week as well. So it's been
a nightmare for fantasy, but I mean, you cannot blame the guy.
No.
Well, it's the Vikings' fault. They should have just freaking locked him up last summer.
That's Minnesota's fault.
Would be an issue.
Initials JH. Good morning. Need to start a flex and a tight end between Jerome Ford, Rashee Rice, Devin Singletary, Najee Harris, and Hunter Henry or Pat Freiermuth.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Two flex. There was a report this morning from Diana Rossini. He's basically saying Andy Reid admitted that they self-scouted throughout the bye. They want to play some younger wide receivers. And to me, that screams Rashee Rice. Dude's route share has not been above 60%. They've got to play him more. So if you're looking for upside, I think Rice provides that. I'd play Rice over Singletary, but I think Ford is in there.
Ford is in there.
And we're I'm definitely playing Henry over Freiermuth. I know the matchup's good, but Pat Freiermuth has to show he actually exists.
It is a good matchup.
Freiermuth's route share was 39% last week. He might be really limited.
Yeah. We got another super question from Valerie Martin. Good morning. Needs one wide receiver and one flex out of half PPR. Nico Collins, Josh Downs, and Kyron Williams.
Kyron's in there for sure.
Yeah,
Valerie, and then
Nico for me.
Nico, yeah.
Oh yeah, Nico's looking good. I'm adding I left my charger downstairs, but I have a battery pack here because I'm running out of gas here.
Oh, for your camera.
I'm good. No, the whole computer about ready to die, but I'm good.
Oh, I gotcha. Christopher says this is another super chat question. Flex full PPR. Need one. Zay Flowers, Bijan, or Rachaad White. Oh man,
I'm going White there, man.
Yeah, White for sure.
All day. Should get volume.
I think this is one where I might err on the side of caution and play Bijan just in case something there is. I mean, they're so close to me, Rachaad and Bijan. So, all right, let's see. I got to find my place up again at the top here. McSkeet, good morning. Full PPR. Williams versus Devontae Smith. I'm playing Williams.
Yep, for sure.
And then we got Trevor Lawrence versus Dobbs.
Ooh.
I know.
I'm going Dobbs. I think he's
I would go
safer.
Dobbs.
Yeah, slightly safer.
Close, but I just don't. There's Dobbs. I said last week, I think he's going to find a way, which he did. It's going to be even tougher this week, but I still think he'll probably find a way.
The rushing is so solid,
Just crap it, man. I just don't trust it yet.
Yeah, Dobbs' rushing is just so solid.
Mm-hmm. G. Schober says Addison. Also have Justin Jefferson just in case, or play it safe with Zay Flowers.
I'm playing Flowers here for sure.
Yeah, we're going Flowers.
You're playing Flowers. I think Addison over Addison straight up this week, regardless of Jefferson.
Yep. Afro Blue Sky Dog. Good morning. Half PPR. Pickens, Roschon, Darnell Mooney. Oh man.
Yeah. Assuming JJ doesn't play, Justin Jefferson's not playing. I'm playing Pickens here.
Yeah,
we're gritting my teeth.
We're just praying.
I will be right back. I actually do need to get my damn charger because I'll be back in a minute.
Bob Max says, "Good morning. PPR and a flex. Wait for Zay Flowers tonight or play Taysom Hill. Playing Zay Flowers.
Yep, playing Zay.
Big Poppy, David Ortiz, PPR, full PPR. Najee, Jalen, Javonte." Rachaad White needs two in the running back spot. Going Rachaad White and Javonte there?
Yeah. Not the Steelers backs. We got another super chat here from Zach. Looking at Rachaad White or Jerome Ford, and we're playing Rachaad.
We're going Rachaad. We know we're a little worried here about the knee, but I'm still sticking with Rachaad in this one.
For sure. Yep.
All right. Let's find the spot again. At the top. Can you read that?
Yeah, from Jeremy here. We got full PPR, tight end, Ingram, Likely, or Komet.
Oh, this is one I'd stick with Ingram.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking for a safe floor here. PPR, we talked about it. He's probably going to get five catches for 4
Likely's played basically the equivalent of 2 games with Lamar. And
I got to see it first with Likely. Yeah, that's one. We picked him up in some leagues. We picked him up in our FFPC league. I picked him up in a spot or two in other leagues where I had Andrews. But that's one I want to see a good performance first.
Yeah.
And Komet, it's just all over the place. We'll go Ingram on that one. Michael says, half PPR, need one. Rashid Shaheed, George Pickens, or Odell. I'm going Rashid Shaheed on that one.
They all project so similarly.
Yeah.
I'm going OBJ.
Okay.
Give me against the Chargers here.
Yep. When in doubt, go against the Chargers.
Yep. That's where I'm at.
G. Schober, Warren versus Madison. Warren for me.
Warren, yeah.
Black Mamba, PPR, Gabe Davis, Rashid Shaheed, Pickens, or Rashad Bateman. This is when I go Shaheed.
Yeah, I think so too. He's got the best matchup there. He was looking at this. He ran 55% of his routes out of the slot after Michael Thomas went down, and Falcons can give it up through the slot. They're a lot better outside, but
I think A.T. Perry was kind of locked on the sideline there.
If I have a player with like upside over George Pickens or Deontay, like it's probably going to be the other guy. I think that's where I'm at today. Pickett is
all the zone stuff that Shaheed crushes.
Yeah.
All right. Hani says, good morning, gentlemen. Full PPR, Jerry Jeudy or Pop Douglas? Underdog in this matchup and need the most upside.
Douglas has more upside. I mean, Judy's in a terrible matchup.
I think he has a safer floor too. So
yeah,
I'm with you. We're going DeMario on that one.
I actually think Jeudy has more upside. They do play a lot of man. I know it's ballsy, but I kind of feel like Russ is going to have a good game. So, what was the question? Jeudy or who?
DeMario Douglas.
Oh, I mean, Douglas is definitely safer, but I would just add, in my opinion, Jeudy has more upside. That's all. If you want to swing for the fences.
Okay, we got we've done Bianca quite a few. Big Earn says our buddy was Colts, Panthers, Bears, or Giants D. So we got Colts versus Tampa Bay, Carolina versus the Titans, Chicago versus Minnesota, and the Giants versus Mac Jones.
Probably Chicago.
Man, these all suck.
These do stink.
Yeah.
You know what?
I pray and go Giants and hope Mac Jones does something stupid.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, at least they blitz. They have a little bit of sack upside.
Chaos could happen.
Yeah.
They got home a little bit against the Commanders.
Tom Wink is going to blitz Mac Jones.
Oh yeah, it's like every play. It's going to be. They're going to have like a 90% blitz rate this game. They're just setting the house every play.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Chris says, "Good morning, Russ, Kyler, or Ritter? No rushing upside. All yards are combined."
Yeah. Still. Well, it actually does make it a little closer for Ritter. Still Kyler though.
Yeah, it's Kyler. That's a slam dunk for me. And we got a non-PPR Jeudy versus Drake London.
Not Jeudy.
Yeah, definitely got to go London there.
London. Yeah. Afro Blue Sky Dog. Half PPR. Need one. Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice, Khalil Herbert, and Rashid Shaheed.
No question. You're playing Warren here.
Yeah. I'm with you. We're going.
I would play Flowers if you needed upside. If you needed like an aggressive, because he could be a 100-yard game guy. Flowers.
Absolutely.
I think in this matchup,
Warren's projection is just so strong, though. I think, in terms of just overall.
All right. Dan says standard scoring: Kyle Pitts, or Isaiah Likely.
It's a great litmus test for Likely because it is a very good matchup, and I think you go with Likely.
Yeah, this is one where I'd probably go Likely.
I'd go Likely for the
upside. Oh man,
just because you've probably been looking at Kyle Pitts in your lineup. I've got Kyle Pitts in a bunch of dynasty leagues. I've been putting him obviously in there every single week. If I had an option like Isaiah Likely this week to put in there, I would do it.
Kyle Pitts literally can't score touchdowns, so I likely might be able to too. Jason says, this is another super chat question. Fields versus Murray.
I'm going Fields.
Yeah, I'm going Fields as well. I know might be a Kyler guy, Graham. You like the rushing upside for Kyler this week.
Yeah, Fields has more, though, so it's Fields. But it is close.
We'll go Fields on that one. Let's find the spot here. Brian says, good morning, gurus. Half PPR, half point first downs. Pick one running back and a flex. Singletary, Chandler, Spears, Komet, Bobby Trees, and Shakir. Singletary for sure.
Yeah, Singletary's in there for sure. And then it's really close. I think you play Shakir over.
I'm going Shakir.
That's where I was leaning too. Let's go Shakir for that flex spot. Zach loses. Pitts versus likely. We just did that one. Or retire instead. I might just retire instead. That's a good option.
Hey, I liked Kyle Pitts a lot this year too. Yeah.
What's that?
Can Arthur Smith retire?
Maybe he might even have to retire. Maybe he'll get fired here if they lose another couple games.
Just be a regional manager at
yeah, I mean, he's got the hook up. There we go. Paul says half PPR needs one: Javonte, DJ Moore, Singletary, Thielen, or Ridley. Oh my gosh.
DJ Moore is the lock. Yeah. I mean, it's a really tough question, but it's kind of not. I mean,
yeah.
DJ Moore's been
here as well.
Nuts.
Yeah, with Ridley when Fields is in the yeah. All right, we'll go DJ Moore.
You're the one who wrote this, I believe, Tom, in his last like ridiculous he's got
their connections insane.
In his last 3 full games with Fields, DJ Moore's 23 catches, 457/5.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like a good season for a cheap receiver.
You're right. I don't know why I hesitate. We're sticking with DJ Moore there. Let's see here. Brian, Shaheed, Singletary, Gabe, Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson, and Elijah Moore needs 2 in a PPR. Singletary and who are we picking out of that mess? Kind of thinking Shaheed.
I mean, Shaheed if you need like 15-point upside.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there.
If you want to just go safer.
Yeah, I'm playing Singletary and Shaheed. They need 2.
Safer might be like Singletary and Herbert. Yeah, Herbert's getting 15 touches.
I would think this week. But Fields will cuck him at the goal line. William Wallace, full PPR, James Conner versus Gus Edwards. Now
I have this call in the league, and I'm playing Gus, man. Give me Gus and the touchdown equity.
Is ridiculous. Yeah. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. He's this year's Jamal Williams. Like last year, everybody was like, when will Jamal Williams stop scoring touchdowns? Never. He won't.
Yeah, their offense is always at the goal line too. So,
by the way, I was dead wrong because when he had like 17 on the radio, I said 17 touchdowns this year. Next year, dude's getting 4.
Well,
he's gonna be lucky to get there.
0.
Yep. Hey, got a good big contract out of it though. Good for him. big earns.
He's resting for next year. He's every other year.
That's he is an every other year guy.
He's got to figure it out.
We got Big Earn here. Needs 2 half PPR. Skinny Batman, Christian Kirk, and Adam Thielen. It's a half PPR.
So first 2
doing
Thielen. First 2. Yeah, if it was a full PPR, it might make it a little closer, but half PPR, we're going Devontae and Kirk. T-Bro with the fancy shirt. Thanks, Magic Mark. It's not that fancy. It's just a little pullover. William
quarter zip going?
Like a little quarter zip. It's quarter zip season right now. Yeah. William Wallace.
Quarter zip's still in fashion, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Quarter zips never go out of fashion, I don't think.
I mean, if you're going by the Manning cast and their
they love themselves some quarter zips.
I had to stop wearing them because I'm like these guys are like it's just too much. I'm like, that's it, I'm out.
You're done. Full PPR here. Singletary versus Shakir. That's a Singletary.
Yeah,
I think we got another super chat question at the bottom here from Corey. $5. Thank you. Half PPR running back, 1 point PPR wide receiver. Please pick 2. Jerome Ford, Deontay Johnson, and Drake London.
Not Deontay.
Yes, not Deontay right now.
Yep.
We'll go Ford and Drake London on that one. Jason has Josh Downs. This is another super chat question. Josh Downs or Hollywood Brown, half point PPR. I'm Josh Downs on that one.
Downs for sure.
Yeah, we'll go with the healthier guy. I don't love the matchup, but there's no one else other than Pittman. Pittman, by the way, I think we all know is going off today.
Yes, we do love that matchup as well. ROY, put a little super chat in here. We'll wait for that question though. Let's see here.
Justin Herbert, we're going back up to the top here.
Okay,
we got Herbert versus Dobbs, and this one is close. This is the first Herbert question that's been close.
I'm going Herbert.
I think I'm there too. I don't think I can put Dobbs in the lineup over him.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see here. Where are we going, Tom, for the next question? Full PPR. We did that one.
Yeah.
We did Singletary versus Shakir. We went Singletary. Ronald Grump, Najee versus Connors. This is James Conner.
Absolutely. Yep.
Alex asked the important question: is it finally a Gabe Davis week? Or should I start Schultz, Moore, Spears, Bateman? I think Schultz in that one.
I'd go Gabe there.
Okay. Don thinks it might be a Gabe week. Gabe touchdown week at least.
If there were ever a spot, it would be Gabe, but I'm with you. I think Schultz is just a little safer.
Yeah. We got another super chat question. No. Or do we?
I think RO, send in your question. You send in your super chat. Just pop it in.
We see the Justin Herbert versus Dobbs there. We answered that one.
Oh, is that his question there? Okay, yeah, then we said Herbert. Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Okay. We got a Big Earn, Lamar, Fields, or Kyler. 6-point passing touchdowns.
Ooh.
Trying to find the spot here. I'm thinking Lamar there against the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, because between the good matchup for Likely and then the 3 receivers who are pretty decent, we'll go Lamar.
Lamar is the guy here. Yeah.
RCS PPR need 2 from Connor, Kyron, and Jerome Ford.
I mean,
Kyron
we want to
Connor for me.
Yeah,
I'd go Ford probably and Kyron.
You've been over Ford over Connor. That's Bull. If Cup goes, would you play Nakua over Christian Kirk or Gabe Davis over Gabe Davis? I think, or are you sitting Christian Kirk?
Graham, you're the resident Puka Nakua stan. What do you think?
What's the question again? Sorry, I lost my spot.
Nakua. Would you play Nakua over Kirk and Gabe Davis? I would pay him over Gabe Davis for sure.
Yeah. Over Kirk though.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd play Kirk over Nakua. I really like Kirk today.
Yeah, they're very close. We'll go Kirk, Nakua, then Gabe in terms of order there. Explosions. Hey, my guys. Good morning. Got one question for you. Do I start Puka or Jamar Chase?
Ooh, this is one where I think I'd go Puka. I don't know if I can.
Jake Browning might be Chase.
Awful. Yeah, Browning might be awful.
Oh man.
I will say there's like maybe 9 receivers I'd play ahead of Chase today, and I think I'd play both Rams dudes over him.
Yeah, I'd go Chase.
I'd probably go Chase still. This is going to be so interesting to see how bad Jake Browning is. Randy says half PPR needs 1 running back: Javonte, Khalil Herbert, Alexander Madison, or Chandler. We're going Javonte on that one.
Kirk versus Nico is close, but I think we'd probably all agree Kirk here.
By the way, Tom, I'm not convinced that your Steeler defense is particularly good right now.
It's not been good recently. They're pressure. They have not been pressuring like they were at the beginning of the season, and it's been exposed a little bit recently.
I think they need Minka out there, man, for leadership.
I don't know why they didn't put him on the IR. Yeah, he was doing the leadership thing, getting on Deontay's ass. I don't know if you guys saw that report this week.
He's like a coach on the field, though, Minka.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw the end of that. I'm blanking. Was that who the hell they beat? The Packers game where they went like press man coverage at the goal line, and he's like, whoa, let's move back and play like a safe zone and play the goal line. So,
that's awesome.
Star Destroyer. We got Bijan versus Warren. Bijan. Chicago D, Najee or Cook in a standard.
I'm going Cook.
Yeah, give me Cook.
Yeah, we're going Cook there. Let's see. We're getting a lot of questions. Star Destroyer, pick 2, Bijan, Jalen, Josh Jacobs. I'd probably go Bijan, Jacobs.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Bijan
and Jacobs. But
I can't believe you guys didn't you put Jacobs in there over Warren.
Jacobs is going to get like 20 plus touches,
isn't he, in the NFL?
Yeah, it's just
so many opportunities. Let's move down here. Neil says DeMario Douglas or Josh Downs.
I go Douglas.
I kind of like Downs a little more.
It's tight. I would lean Douglas too, but it is really, really close.
Yeah, that is a tough one. I'll lean Downs there.
I just feel like Douglas is like such a lock for 5 points, like 5 catches, like lock. You know,
I feel like Downs is too, but
yeah.
I guess we're a little concerned with the knee, though. Maybe that's the tiebreaker. Maybe you go with the safer guy with the Mario Douglas, but Downs did practice in full all week, so pretty hopeful that he'll be back to full strength.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a pro already. You know, his dad played in the NFL, so he's probably good.
All right, we got Kenny says half point PPR Mixon versus Rashad White.
Look, we got to go White here. I mean, we've been ranking White in the top 10 the last couple games with some bad matchups.
Yeah, and this is finally a good one. Yeah, this is finally a decent one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go White on that one. Golf Boy, non-PPR, Kincaid versus McBride in a non-PPR. I think I got to go McBride.
Yep, McBride. Yeah, it's close, but yeah, McBride.
All right. Let's see here. Neil says upside, need 2 with upside, half point PPR, Singletary, Mitchell, Najee Harris, or Ty Chandler.
I'd go with the first 2.
Yeah, Singletary and Mitchell, I think. Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling Mitchell big play here, like something special from Mitchell this week.
Let's go. Let's see here. Alejandro.
Who I have on 0 teams, by the way. I didn't get him anywhere.
That hasn't hurt you too much yet. Alejandro, morning, PPR, 100-yard bonus. Olave, Ford, Warren, Stevenson, Singletary. Needs 1 running back and 2 flexes.
Olave, Ford, and Stevenson
for sure.
Yeah, Olave, Ford, and Stevenson. I think that's Olave, Ford, and Stevenson.
Yeah.
Steve says half PPR, needs 1 Bijan or Rashad White.
White.
So yeah, this is when I would go Bijan, but
really,
I'm going White too, but it is really tight. Yeah.
All right, I think we need to wrap up here pretty soon. We got Bianca with another super chat question here. We'll do a couple more questions here. We got a lot more questions than I was anticipating for Thanksgiving week morning here. So need more analysis. Gabe Davis or Singletary in a full PPR?
Yeah, Singletary. I get you want to play some Bills guys in this game against the Eagles secondary, but man, I mean, Gabe he's got 2 goose eggs and 2 catches for 50 yards in his last 3 games.
Yeah. Gabe is a complete mixed bag. On one hand, he does better against zone. They play a lot of zone. On the other hand, he'll see probably more slay.
I'll just be honest, John. I mean, it's like one of those things where I think we're at this point, it's like, why would you ever throw to Gabe when you have Dalton Kincaid and Diggs? You know?
Yeah, and even Shakir at this point, I think
Shakir's a better player than Gabe.
Better than him. I'm very curious. Like, even when we get Knox back, like, does Shakir start to eat in?
I saw a quote from McDermott. McDermott was saying they're not even sure they're going to get Knox back in week 14. So it sounds like he might have a little more serious of a wrist injury or whatever. But yeah. I don't know how you could take Kincaid and these 3 wide receiver groups off the field after it's been so much better.
I mean, that's very fair. I mean, my only thing is like defense is going to start looking at those 2 dudes, and then maybe Gabe,
I mean, last 2 weeks, John, I mean, Diggs has been worst possible matchups against Surtain and the Jets, and Gabe has done nothing.
Yeah. This is a good
you have to step up there whenever Diggs is getting taken out.
If he does nothing today, then I'm like, I'll be with you guys.
Officially worried.
Yeah. I need 1 more week, maybe.
All right, I think we're wrapping up here. Where do you want to go, Tom, for a couple more questions? We'll go to 12:20 here.
We've answered a lot of these.
Yeah, we've
kind of from previous.
I can't believe how many questions we got. Let's read some here from the bottom from people just popping in. Rashawn Potter, Kirk Ridley, or Olave in a half PPR.
God.
Yeah, they're so
I know
close.
you like Kirk here this week, Graham.
Yeah, I'm leaning Kirk. It is tight. Olave is going to get like 9 targets again, though. Kirk's just the safest.
A little higher than Ridley and stuff, too. Yeah. Let's go Kirk on that one.
Kirky.
Craig says Kyler or Lamar. This is Lamar for me.
Yep, Lamar.
Yep. Lamar.
Nicole says Najee or Singletary, PPR. This is a Singletary for me.
That's somewhat tough.
Yeah, Singletary for sure. And then Fields versus Stroud. You're playing Stroud, but it is really close. I mean, Fields has such a good ceiling today.
Yeah, I'm going to stick
I'd
with
go
Stroud
Singletary just because Najee, like, is he ever catching like any balls anymore?
I think he might lose red zone work too. I mean,
That will be interesting. Yeah, I mean, they have a quarterback who can't complete passes anymore too, so it makes it very difficult as well. Josh, a super chat. One final super chat question here. Cooper Kupp, Devontae, or Nico? Who's the odd man out in a half PPR?
I would put Kupp out just because we haven't seen him. But Graham loves Kupp, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just think this is such a good spot for him. I mean, full practice Friday, full go. I can't set Kupp. I'm sitting Nico.
Sitting Nico. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Let's see.
T-Law or Kyler here from Jack. We're going Kyler here, Jack. Just the rushing upside is so good with Kyler.
Yeah, totally agree there. Gus Edwards or Ramondre Stevenson? This is an interesting one. Pete.
I'm still going Ramondre.
Give me Gus. He actually scores touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm riding Gus. I'm on the Gus bus until the bus derails here. So, all right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for joining us on the Week 12 edition of Final Points. Thanks for sending your questions in and the super chat questions. Hopefully, we got to most of them. This was a little more packed than I think we realized. So, but I hope everybody had a great holiday, and will join us again next week, 11 a.m. sharp, for the next edition of the Final Points. We got 6 teams back on bye, so the questions will be they'll be a little skankier, as John would say. But so we'll see you again at 11 a.m. next week for the next edition of Final Points.